Hello, everybody. Sarah Robbins here, author of the best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business, and creator of the CD series, the Rockstar Recruiting School, 91 for Leaders, the Masterclass Edition. You can get these on sarahrobbins.com. I am so excited. February is here. So who is ready for a challenge? February is our shortest month on the calendar, but I believe with 3 simple steps, you can make it your biggest month yet. Does that get anybody else excited? Well, I'm excited. I actually have the #1 team in my company, and we issued them this particular challenge, so I'm so excited to share it with you and all of your teams. But before we get started in the 3 steps, that's it, guys. It's simple, just 3, so stay on. Before we get started with it, guys, I want to share with you a really quick story, which is going to tie into our 3 steps. So most of you who follow me, you know that 1 year ago, I had a beautiful baby boy, Gabriel David, who is truly the joy of my life. And along with delivering this handsome, healthy baby, I found myself in a place where I was like, holy cow, in mama mode, trying to survive. And, during that process, dealing with, the postpartum weight issues and all of those things. And to make a long story short, over the course of the year, I've put myself in as priority as it relates to my health, realizing that it was important so I could be even better for him and be around for a really long time, right? And so I really focused, as I've done before. Many of you read the story of my weight loss on my blog at sarahrobbins.com. If you didn't see my before and after pictures and the story of how it all happened, just go to sarahrobbins.com, and in the little search bar on my blog, just type in weight loss. It'll pull it up. And I'm pretty brave to have posted those before and afters. Trust me, you'll see why I say that in just when you head over there. But anyways, so there I was in this place again. I had a really healthy pregnancy. I was very aware of my nutrition and water and activity. And there I am after baby, trying to get back to, really my healthiest self. Not my skinniest self, my healthiest self. And so, it's amazing because people see the pictures now 1 year later, and all of a sudden I'm being flooded with inquiries. How did you lose the weight? You guys want to hear how? Because I'm going to tell you today. All right, give me some hearts. All right. So basically, how did you lose the weight? That is the question that everybody's asking. So I want to share it with you. The truth is, I'm going to be very honest. I have not had a lot of time for exercising and things like that, but I'm chasing a 1-year-old all day who is extremely active. Okay, so that's kind of, my version of exercising right now. But I am going to tell you, I do want to get back into toning up and going back to the gym and all of that good stuff over the next couple of weeks. So that's one of my goals. For me, the hard work has really come in with nutrition. And I'm just telling you, if there was some sort of magic pill, don't you think, Oprah would have taken it? It's truly about the hard work that goes in, the daily decisions that I make every single day. And I would say for me, it's been a focus on my nutrition. I am very focused on eating clean, lots of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, etc. I will tell you too that when I really drilled down even on water consumption each day, that helped me out tremendously. I drink 3 of these big guys every day. These are Swell water bottles. I have no attachment to the company, but I'll tell you I love them because it keeps your water cold and it feels refreshing all day long. You're supposed to drink, I hear, half of your body weight in water. I drink 3 of these every single day, and amazingly, when I really focused on the water, the weight started to come off when I hit that plateau. So, the truth is, there is no secret. Those who know you personally, you're in my life. My sister watches these videos. It wasn't popping a magic pill. Sorry for any of you that are in, weight loss companies. For me, it was all about the hard work, the dedication, the decisions that I was making every single day, day in and day out. And the truth is, people say to me all of the time, you've achieved the top in your company. What is the secret? And the truth is, there is no secret. It is the decisions that I make every day, consistent activity, but also giving it time. You see, people just see pictures, in between, maybe in that transitional phase. Maybe I wasn't posting a ton of date night pictures of myself because I was just kind of trying to get it together, okay? And you see a picture a year later and you're like, oh my gosh, she transformed overnight. That didn't happen overnight. My child is over a year old now. It took a year of making good decisions every single day. I've been in my business starting in April, will be 10 years. It did not happen overnight. Okay? I love this quote by Biz Stone, the co-founder of Twitter, who says, timing, perseverance, and 10 years of trying eventually make you look like an overnight success. I'm going to say that again. Timing, perseverance, and 10 years of trying eventually make you look like an overnight success. That is why I am issuing you an activity challenge for the month of February to help you to rock your network marketing business. Who's ready? Who's excited? Let me hear from you guys. I am so excited to share this with you. As I mentioned earlier, we have the #1 team in our company, and I issued them this simple challenge because I know when everybody's in activity, committed to consistency every day, day in, day out, that is where the momentum happens. That is where the momentum happens. There is no magic bullet to this business, because if there was, we would have all done it and we'd have 1 trillion people on our team, right? We would be lying if we said that it didn't take hard work over time. I actually say, nothing that we do is actually hard. We do simple steps, but it requires consistency and dedication every single day. So the activity challenge for the month of February, I believe if we do these 3 simple steps, we can take our shortest month and make it our biggest, most profitable month yet. Here we go. 3 simple things. By the way, there's language and ideas and kind of more texture around this today in the link that I posted in this live video, or when you visit our blog at sarahrobbins.com. It's 3 steps. So here's a February activity challenge to take with your teams. Number 1. Reach out to 200 people. Reach out to 200 people. Yes, you heard me right. Some of you may be thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know 200 people. Did you know the average funeral has 200 people. The average funeral has 200 people. I want to challenge you. If you go through your phone, A through Z, your Facebook, A through Z, all of your customers to share how they can get their best benefits on the products, if you start asking for referrals, if you download your company's memory jogger, you will be able to think of a lot of names to share your business with. You see, if I told you to reach out to 20 people, you would fall short, and maybe reach out to a few. But, you ever hear that quote, reach for the moon and you'll land amongst the stars? I want to challenge you to 200 names and then start reaching out. Now, there's language on the blog today in that link that's posted with this video of exactly what to say. You can modify it, make it your own, but the idea is copy, paste, and message out. Now, some leaders would say, well, you have to pick up the phone. Here's my thing. If you're not in activity, okay, let's say that, I was totally sedentary and I was sitting on a couch and a personal trainer told me, get up and go run a marathon, Sarah. Well, guess what? I don't run unless people are chasing me. I mean, seriously, I despise running. I don't know how some of you who run do it. I mean, seriously, I can't even breathe, okay? So am I going to tell you to just pick up the phone and start calling 200 people? No, because if your fear of doing it outweighs your motivation of taking the first step, you will do nothing. When I started my business, I was a shy, young, broke kindergarten teacher. I was afraid of talking to people. So, how did I get over this fear? It was those small steps, those baby steps, consistency every day. I don't care how you reach out to them. The idea is just reach out to them and then follow up, because it typically takes 5 to 12 touches for somebody to make a decision. Okay? So, call, message, inbox, text, whatever the case may be, 200 people. Now you have to follow up, okay? So there's language again for how to reach out to people, but here's the thing. I want you to put this into perspective. This is really important. And by the way, this is not spamming anybody, because this is personalized conversation. You're going to see when you read on the blog, it is personalized conversation. It's very professional. It's asking for referrals. It's essentially saying, my business is expanding in your area. Who do you know this would be great for? And really leveraging their connections, okay? So you'll see that approach that is very positive. It's very professional. It is very personal over on the blog. So don't knock it till you try it. But basically, you're reaching out to those people, and I want you to put this into perspective. We've got to talk about the no's, guys, okay? I have done this example before many of times. I have done presentations or trainings with a couple hundred people. And let's say there's 200 people in the room. Without telling people why, or even that we were talking on the topic of prospecting, I open up with this example. And I'll say, in a room full of 200 people, I'll say, I have a job teaching kindergarten, that's my former profession, and it starts tomorrow. How many people will accept? How many people do you think raised their hand that they would start a job teaching kindergarten, but they had to start tomorrow? How many people? Typically 4 or 5 people raise their hands. But I guarantee you even less than that would actually step up to the plate and start that job the next day. You know, and then I ask them this question. How many of you think teaching is dumb? How many of you think teaching is dumb? Nobody. How many of you think I'm dumb? Well, maybe in being polite, they don't raise their hands. So this helps me to understand that it's not a personal attack. It's just personal preference. It's not a personal rejection. It's personal preference. And no doesn't mean no forever. It might mean no, not now, or I don't know enough. You know, my sister joined me 10 years into my business after seeing my tremendous success and my mom's success as well. Don't take it personal. That's why, along with tracking, and there's a sheet, by the way, on the blog today to track 200 reach outs. You know, similar to that teaching analogy. If you did your 200, how many of you would like to recruit a few new distributors this month? Remember, I had to track the 200 reach outs in order to get the 2 new people who would join me. You know, those few that said maybe, and then those few that actually take initiative. I have to track for the weight loss, my water and my food every single day in order to get the results and to lose the weight. So in addition to tracking the 200 reach outs, I want you to track on the same sheet that's on the blog today, 100 no's, and here's why. It helps you to reframe your perspective and not take the no's personally. In fact, you could be more scientific as you move forward in saying, you know, how many people am I going to actually have to reach out to get to the yeses? How many no's did it take for me to get to yes? That helps you kind of put some numbers into place as you move forward with your team and you set expectations for them. Hey, you might have to talk to X amount of people. It took me X amount of conversations and presentations to get to my yeses, but guess what? The yeses are there. They're there. But it comes with daily activity, consistency over time. So number 1 is reaching out to 200 people, making it personal, tracking your activity, and also tracking the no's in the process and not taking the no personally. Okay, so there's language and ideas and the sheet to track today at sarahrobbins.com. If you started today in your 200 reach outs, wouldn't that be cool? 10 a day. You would actually do 10 a day starting today, and your last 3 days of the month you can use to follow up and finish up your month strong. Just wrap up all your goals. Perfect timing if you share this video on your team pages and to get them to take the challenge as well. Because the more who show up, you go up, right? Okay, that's the beauty of the business, the momentum. Okay, so the second thing is 3 events. Now, you may be thinking, I'm not in a party plan company. Guess what? I'm not either. But if there's one thing I know for sure, events are an awesome way to really leverage your time. I'd rather get my business and products in front of 20 people in an hour than, 20 hours worth of conversations, especially if you're like most people doing this part-time. But they're also a great way to build belief on your team and also attract people to your business and your products. There's something about that live event, the live demos that we can do, the stories that we share, etc. Now, as you're thinking about these events, think about personally launching or relaunching your business with an event. Somebody asked this question, by the way, and I'll go back to events in a second, because they said, is it a no if they don't respond? Nope. It's not a no yet. It's not a no until they say no. You have to follow up. And on the blog, there's language and ideas and basically suggestions for following up. If somebody doesn't respond, then, you can always message them back and say, hey, just, reaching out to see if you got my message. Sometimes we take that as rejection if they don't respond. Guys, if you're anything like me, I'm a busy mom. I read a text message. I have every intention of responding, and then I get busy. And then 10 days later, I'm like, shoot, I feel so bad. I owe that a person an apology. I didn't reply. Not to mention, your business is your priority. It's not their priority. So they're not going to put it in first place. You put it in first place by being a professional and following up. But don't count it as a no until you hear no. In fact, I always say to people, prospective clients, etc., that with your permission, I'm going to continue to follow up as new and exciting things launch with our products, with our company, etc. Just keeping you in the loop and providing you great professional service. Okay, back to events. So that's number 2, events. Okay, so I recommend doing a personal event to launch or relaunch your business. I also recommend that you do a team event. February is a month of love, so you could do an appreciation event for all of your customers, your distributors, your prospective customers, friends, family, etc. Or you could do it in March, because March is the month of luck. Hey, lucky to have you in my business or life. And do just some demos and giveaways and make it a really fun event. Also, Facebook events, virtual events. I do those monthly with my team. If you haven't seen my training for it, go to my blog and type in Facebook events, and I'll pull up the training on that. If you heard me share this on last week's live video, I said one of the top 2 things that I launched and implemented in my business that was responsible for creating growth in my business was Facebook events. That is literally up the ante for recruiting and sales as well. So, schedule 3 with your team. This way, if you invite somebody to one and they say no, you have something else that you can fall back on. Oh, no problem. You can't come Monday. Well, we're doing another one next week, Tuesday. Okay? So that's very helpful for keeping the momentum going on your team. It's this level of activity, guys. If you desire to build a big business, this is what it takes. If anybody tells you otherwise and they're trying to sell you on the next best thing, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. Remember, if there was a magic weight loss pill, Oprah would take it. If there was a magic network marketing pill, we'd all have 1 trillion people on our team. You've got to work, okay? That's why it's called network marketing and not net lazy marketing. Okay. All right, so that's number 2. So number 1 was 200 reach outs, track the nose. There's a language and ideas on the blog. Number 2, 3 events. One could be personal, one could be team, another could be virtual. And number 3, get active on social media. I always say a post a day keeps leads coming your way. If you have not yet watched my social media summit, it is 1 hour of training that will really help you to rock your network marketing business leveraging social media. Most of my leads come from connections that I've made online, and I share with you simple steps on how. So guys, this is the level of activity that it is going to take. February is a fantastic time to have a fresh start or a fast start in your business. There is no secret to success. Success comes from hard work, daily decisions, accountability, and activity every single day. And that is how you will see the results that you desire. And I believe you deserve, because you deserve to live more, to give more, and to love your life even more. All right, guys, I want you to print off the 200 reach outs starting today. Commit to 10 a day. Check it off as you go. Do a little asterisk in another color, up to 100 no's. Get your events on the calendar and get out those invitations and start sharing a story. My social media training is all about how to tell a story without saying, buy my product, join my team. Get that fabulous personal and professional language over on the blog today. And do not forget to make sure to share this with the rock stars on your team. Guys, I cannot wait to hear. Comment below who's going to take the February challenge with me. By the way, I already started. So I'll be sharing my results with you as I go over on our fan page. But shout out below if you're going to be taking the challenge. And don't forget to share it with our team. For more tips and training on this topic, head over to sarahrobbins.com. Have a great day. God bless. Goodbye for now. Rock on, rock stars.